My fellow Americans, we have declared war on the fire ants. We've obliterated them out. They have no military, they have no navy. They're in horrible shape. And we tried to let them make a deal, but they didn't want to make a deal. The Queen is their leader. Their Queen is a loser. Their Queen is a loser, just like the Queen of Canada is a loser. But the people, they said to me, sir, it's going to be a forever war, sir. We got the good stuff. It's not going to be forever. We're going to be done in about a week. We're dropping the good stuff on them. Take a look at it. They're in horrible shape. You see them going crazy? And you find the larva. You look at the larva. They're going crazy trying to move the larva, but it's not going to work because we're wiping out an entire civilization of ants. We're getting rid of them. These are nasty bugs. They bite, they sting, and they didn't want to make a deal. So they're going to be gone, and we're going to take care of it, and they're not going to be back. That much I can tell you. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Hey everybody, welcome to Death by Doomscroll. I love that guy. He does a great Trump impression. So this is a show, you doomscroll, I doomscroll, we all doomscroll. So I figured I'd do it for you. You know, I've been watching this woke shit for just as long as everybody else, and I'm sick of it, and figured I'd give you my thoughts on everything. So, you know, I think we're up to like 17 missing scientists now, and I don't know what to think about it. Like, Amy Eskridge is one that came out and said that aliens are us from the future, like thousands of years in the future. I don't know. Was she saying something that she shouldn't have, and she got unalived? Or are they taking all the brightest minds, putting them in a bunker for when the whole world goes to shit and all we have left are the billionaires and the elites and the scientists to repopulate the earth the way they want it? I don't know. I don't know what to think yet. So the first video we got a guy who's going to go through kind of what I'm talking about. Maybe not directly, but it's pretty close.
So what if all these missing and dead scientists aren't missing and dead at all, but rather they're collectively working on a singular project together? The question then no longer is where did they go, but rather what are they doing? And if they're doing so willingly, what makes it worth leaving the world behind to do it?
Right.
Drawing this conclusion takes a lot of research because you can't simply say, well, the government's just taking them all out because they're about to spill the beans on something important. It now becomes, what are their specific roles and why them? One of my followers did the work to figure that out. And the conclusion is quite compelling. Now, I'll extrapolate on this further, but let's first look at what the specific roles of each of these scientists might be should they be working on a project together. It starts with the mission commander, Major General McCaslin. Now, he oversaw classified Air Force space weapons programs, and he was really probably the only one that would have had the access and clearance to run an entire operation like this. Next, we've got the lead plasma physicist, Nuno Lauriero. Now, he was the director of MIT's Plasma Science and Fusion Center, and he'd be responsible for the engine powering a directed energy weapon. Do you know where I'm going with this yet? Next.
Well, we saw the direct energy weapon, I think it was in the Iran war, right? Or maybe it was Israel. I can't remember, but so
we have Amy Eskridge, who was a plasma physicist, and she would be responsible for the propulsion and anti-gravity research. Now, she had her own academy for exotic technology that she started with her dad, who was also a NASA engineer. And so she would have the capacity to work alongside Lauriero on non-conventional propulsion systems. Next up, we have Monica Reza, who would be the materials and structural engineer for the project. Now, she worked for JPL as the director of materials processing, and she has a patent on a nickel superalloy that would be very resistant to heat. This could be used for the hull and the weapon casing for this directed energy weapon. After that, we've got Carl Grillmer, and he was a Caltech astrophysicist. He would be responsible for the early warning sensor array that spots inbound threats of asteroids. And by now, you should probably be getting a picture in your mind of what we're talking about.
I'm starting to.
Then we've got Michael David Hicks, who, remember, was working on the DART missions to deflect asteroids. He would be responsible for calculating the intercept trajectories and deflection physics once a threat is confirmed. Anthony Chavez and Melissa Casillas both worked at Los Alamos National Laboratory, and they'd be responsible for assembling and handling the nuclear-tipped interceptor warheads, which would designate them kind of as like the nuclear payload specialists. Then we've got Jason Thomas, who was a researcher and he handled DoD contracts. His role would just be safety and security of the crew on manned missions, making sure that they stay alive under extreme radiation, G-force, deep space conditions, things like that.
Hold on. So maybe they're not going underground. It sounds like he's talking about leaving the planet? Are we going to go repopulate Mars?
And then we've got Frank Maywald, who was a NASA JPL principal researcher, and his broad research background would make him perfect as the senior researcher, kind of connecting all the dots to this project. So do you know where I'm going with this yet? Because it's wild, but it also sort of makes sense. Could this be what the Artemis missions are really all about?
Wow.
It's at least a fun theory to consider.
So I was half right. I thought they were going underground, but what? I don't know if they're going to the moon, because the moon's not real. The moon's fake, unless all the moon missions have been, of course, lied about. We know that for sure. Nothing we've been told about the moon missions, none of that's been real. Have they been planning on going to the moon to repopulate the moon or something? They know something's about to happen. That's for sure.
Where are you right now?
I'm in Spain.
You're in Spain. She's in Alabama. How did you two connect?
We connected on X, Twitter as it was then. And
why did you reach out to her?
Well, she was making some very funny rants under an anonymous account, and then we started talking, and she was still anonymous. I thought I was speaking to a middle-aged man, and we had a couple of all-nighters where we were up all night just talking about UFOs, talking about science, asteroids, and then slowly, over a period of a couple of weeks, she revealed who she was to me, and then we became like kind of besties, sort of, pen pals type things, but online.
Have you ever met her?
I've never met her physically, no.
And she was saying things. I mean, you've provided us with text messages you say are from her, where she's saying, "If I die, it wasn't suicide."
Yes, basically, yes.
How long had you known her when you say she was texting you this?
She started with that information probably about a month after we first met. But as I said, she was introducing me to her co-workers, other scientists. And then after she died, other people that she'd known since since her childhood, they came forward. They'd been attacked as well in relation to her. Her co-workers had been attacked. They'd been roofied. They'd been beaten up, and they were absolutely terrified. They said, Amy gave us your contact details in case anything happened. Then other scientists started coming forward as well, saying that I'm interested in UAP and I've had directed energy weapon attacks. So, all this is well documented. The particular
well documented where? Like, where are all these scientists working that are all saying they're being attacked?
Well, that's the whole thing. They don't want to come forward precisely because they've been attacked.
Or do they not want to come forward because they're being taken off Earth?
Okay, but where are they working? Like, why would they be attacked?
Because they were working on projects with Amy Eskridge, and everybody around her was being attacked. So it was basically it was a policy to stop her, to debilitate her, and dissuade her from working, debilitate her if they couldn't get her to stop working, and then to terrorize her by isolating her completely, by attacking everybody around her as well.
That's crazy. So, this is the first episode, so you're going to see, I'm going to move stuff around, so you guys get to see me learn this whole thing live on the show. I'm gonna be moving where I am because it looks like I'm looking off screen and I'm supposed to be looking at the video. It's driving me nuts. But anyway, so we got some crazy stuff that's happening, and got this guy who's going to tell us about
We
it.
have a lot of crazy things happening in the world right now. A jar of almond butter right now costs about $24, and a 50-inch flat screen TV is on average about $188, or like 8 jars of almond butter. A dad missed his flight because his son drew all over his passport and he didn't discover it until he was at the airport showing TSA. A man is suing a casino after waking up in handcuffs with $75,000 in debt that he doesn't remember.
Oh, gee, I wonder how that happened.
A new bill that bans chemtrails is being talked about in South Carolina right now. It's being discovered right now that some people with severe dementia or major brain damage can have full clarity of their mind shortly before death in a phenomenon called terminal lucidity.
So I wonder what Joe Biden's going to say. He's probably been in this terminal lucidity for a while now, right? Or did that already happen? Because, the Joe Biden we know is not actually Joe Biden, not the real Joe Biden.
Almost everyone in Billy Joel's We Didn't Start the Fire is now not alive. An IBM training manual from 1979 said a computer can never be held accountable, therefore a computer must never make a management decision. My name's Adorian, follow me to stay in the loop. We have a lot.
A computer can never be allowed to make... Oh, wait, what did he say at the end there? A computer can never be held accountable. Okay, yeah, because we programmed it. Therefore, a computer must never make a management decision. I agree. AI, man, this stuff is... I'm telling you, I use AI, I'm not going to lie, but this stuff we're going to regret it. We're going to regret it. So, there's a couple conspiracy theory things to start the show off with. And now we're going to go into my next favorite subject. I am anti-woke man.
Why do you people always want to fucking blame the left when it's always your people? It's always you guys. I'm so fucking sick and tired of it. It's so obnoxious and insane that every time something fucking happens,
Yeah.
you people are like, must be the fucking crazy left.
'Cause it is. Every time. What are you talking about?
The crazy left? The
Yeah.
crazy left?
Uh-huh.
The left that's always trying to make you understand that everybody should have rights, everybody should be respected, people should have fucking free will over their own goddamn bodies. Are you fucking for real?
Are you?
It has to be a mental illness. It has to be. Like, I know that the fucking right likes to joke about, like, Trump derangement syndrome
And you clearly have it, honey.
and how all these different fucking people on the left are mentally ill.
Yeah.
No, it's you guys. You are mentally ill. You're disgusting. You're hateful, and you cannot see who the fuck you are. There is no. It's like a bunch of fucking.
It's hilarious. These people have no self-awareness, and I've been saying for a long time, the left is the party of projection. They are the party of projection. Everything they call us, it's what they are. Everything they say we're doing, it's what they're doing. She's a perfect example of this.
Brainless fucking zombies
Yep.
just walking around repeating what they were told to fucking think and say.
Oh. You gotta be kidding me. It's amazing. It's like she's just taking everything we say about the left, which is the truth, and just saying it about the right. That's what they do.
Figure your fucking life out! You fucking people scream from the fucking rooftops about how you have the right to do this and small government and no one's gonna fucking tread on me, all your fucking stupid bullshit. But then you literally want to tread on every person who doesn't believe in Christianity, who doesn't want to be in a fucking heterosexual relationship, who
What?
isn't white.
What?
It's crazy! You fucking talk about all these fucking freedoms and all this shit that you believe, and then literally just go directly against it when it's someone that you disagree with. That
Am I in Bizarro World right now? Is she serious? Oh, you dumb bitch.
Shit is mind-blowing to me.
It is.
Don't you fucking dare call yourself a goddamn patriot when you want to take freedom and rights away from people just because they're not like you.
We're taking freedoms away. We're forcing our beliefs. We can't figure shit out. You don't know if you're a man or a woman. You don't know what a man or a woman is, but it's us. Wow. The lack of self-awareness is just amazing.
And to the people who say we shouldn't be insulting MAGA just because they believe different than us, you're wrong, actually. We should be insulting them more, and we should have been insulting them from the very fucking beginning. Maybe if we had insulted them and we had publicly shamed them and let them know that the way they think, the way they behave is completely unacceptable.
Oh, yeah, because you haven't been running around in protest yelling, shame, 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 which is hilarious, by the way. But what? These people, they're completely, they're narcissists. They have no self-awareness. It's unreal.
Then we wouldn't be in the situation we're currently in, where we have fucking Nazi sympathizers in office, and we have...
It's funny you say that. What just happened? The SPLC has been funding the KKK, and a Democratic, I think he's running for Congress or Senate or something. He has literal Nazi tattoos. So please go on. Tell me about how we are Nazi sympathizers, please.
people who are Nazi sympathizers running around letting their inside thoughts be outside thoughts
Or just your tattoos on your congressman.
without them getting punched in the fucking face. Maybe if you had told your racist ass grandma to shut the fuck up, this is the 2000s, we don't fucking talk like that, we don't act like that anymore, and I'm not gonna sit there and still continue to be part of your family. If you act like that, if you treat people like that, maybe she would have felt bad about herself and shut the fuck up. Maybe if you had told your homophobic ass coworker that he was a fucking smelly ass loser, and that's the reason why no man or woman wanted to fucking touch him, and that's why he's so angry that there's people out there who even love those with the same gender and are getting some, but he can't. Maybe he would have been embarrassed and shut the fuck up. Maybe if you had called out that xenophobic ass bitch in church who kept talking about illegal immigrants because Jesus would have fucking hated her and her entire cunt ass personality.
Wow. There's so many things that she just said in there that is so wrong. I lost track of it. That's incredible. The girl before us was just saying that the right is violent, and now she's here saying that, you need to punch MAGA in the face. Yeah, we don't want illegal immigrants. You're right, we don't. We don't want illegal immigrants in this country. That doesn't mean immigrants, it means illegals. Again, you dumb bitch.
Maybe she would feel bad and shut the fuck up. Maybe if we had told these smelly ass, stupid ass, lack of empathy ass fucking bitches from the get-go that they were pieces of shit and we didn't want anything to do with them, maybe this wouldn't be where we are right now, okay? So insult and shame those motherfuckers for their loser ass behavior, because I'm not enabling it. Why?
The party of love and acceptance, folks. And one more thing, smelly. I don't even need to say it, do I? These people don't take showers. I mean, come on. What are you talking about? Every liberal that I see, I can smell them through the video. I mean, these people are insane. When I say these people are insane, I'm not just making fun of them. Liberalism is a mental disease, and you're seeing it on full display right here, folks. Right here.
We have to stay woke. Like, everybody needs to be woke.
You know what woke means? It means you're a loser.
And you can talk about if you're the wokest or woker, but just stay more woke than less woke.
Everything woke turns to shit, okay? It's true. It's true.
Sorry, it's just one of my favorite videos. It's true. So, recently, Obama unveiled his brutalist library. And who did he have to unveil it with? None other than, of course, because it looks like the Death Star, Mark Hamill.
Central Center.
I have a very good feeling about this.
Mark, I am glad you are here. I want to tell you about someone.
Okay.
A young person born into ordinary circumstances, but restless, unsatisfied.
Mm-hmm.
A kid with big dreams, a bit of a rebel.
I like where this is going.
They join a scrappy group of underdogs and set out to change.
Oh, I guess it just cut off there. How cringy is that? You can check out the video. I don't know what happened there, but that was such cringe. You know, I wonder if there's a section in that library where it describes how Obama ran the Biden administration. That'd be cool. I'd like to read that book.
Obama, 8 years, 0 scandals. Well, besides butchering Libya, destroying Syria, increasing drone strikes by over 1,000%, unaliving a U.S. citizen with a drone, refusing to push for single-payer healthcare even with a Democratic supermajority, colluding with the DNC to sabotage the campaign of Bernie Sanders, bailing out the big banks and Wall Street after the 2008 financial crisis. He once wore a tan suit. He bombed civilians in Libya. He armed extremist groups in Syria. He expanded NSA mass surveillance. He failed to help the Flint, Michigan water crisis and even mocked them by drinking water in front of them at a speech given in Flint. He fueled Saudi Arabia's G-side in Yemen, which led to the largest cholera outbreak in history. He gave billions of dollars in weapons to the white and blue country as they launched assaults on Palestinian civilians and children. He orchestrated the 2009 coup of President Manuel Zelaya in Honduras before installing a violent far-right dictatorship. He facilitated the 2014 overthrow of the Ukrainian government, which was backed by right-wing extremists. He prosecuted more whistleblowers under the Espionage Act than all previous presidents combined. He failed to reform policing after the Ferguson riot. Obama.
I don't know. These videos are cutting off. Look, it's the first episode, folks, okay? It's not perfect. It's not going to be. But, you know, that's your great Obama. Obama, as Trump would say. You know, I love Trump. I obviously know that not everything he does is perfect. He's not perfect. You know, there's a lot of things that you could say about Trump. But other things that liberals say about Trump, he just isn't. He's not racist. He's not a pedo. He's not a Nazi. And he's not a rapist. None of these things can be proven. They still haven't. If it was true, it would have been proven by now. What I love about Trump is what my shirt says. You can't really see it. I love Trump because he pisses off all the people I can't stand. So I just wanted to say that. And this is Death by Doomscroll. So we got a little Doomscrolling to do. Let's get to it. And it's just random stuff. All I did was I put X.com and I chose the first thing that came up on my feed. The first video each time. Okay? So, to start it off, of course, the furries. So yeah, it's probably a mental illness. What I am confused about is where do these people get the money for these suits? They're incredibly expensive. And, you know, they live off EBT, they don't like to work. Where are they getting the money for all these suits? It's amazing. It's amazing. Another mental illness to go on the list. All those. These are all mental illnesses. Absolutely. Living on this planet requires a mental illness. You all accept government corruption, trans ideologies, divisionary agendas, wars, high taxes, religious dogma, Mainstream media manipulation. The Democrats aren't in prison. That's a big one. Pam Bondi is useless. She is. I've said it from the beginning. I'm so glad they finally got rid of her. Gates and Fauci are still free. And Zelensky is still in power. And it goes on and on. So, yeah. Now, I'm pretty sure this is AI. This Muslim woman says, I can't find a job because people are Islamophobic and don't like the way I dress. What can I do to get hired? Well, you can take that off and act like a normal person. I'm sorry, but that just screams AI to me. The voice, everything. I'm surprised she doesn't have 6 fingers. All right, the next one. Sorry. The next one. They're the demons. In case you haven't figured that out yet, they're the demons. They can't control themselves. That's why they want their women to cover up. Because they can't control themselves to not grape them. I'm sure you have. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh my God, dude. These people are stupid. I mean, incredibly low IQ. And they're inbred, by the way. I don't know if you know that. They're inbred. Speaking of low IQ, Nicholas Tino. Yes. Looks terrible. Who cares? I don't. No. Oh, hold on. I still see an Adam's apple there, Nick. I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. Here he is again. No, he, him. Ugh. Yours, sir. Nicholas Tino. This dude's hard drives need to be checked. He's a problem. He's a problem. He just recently went to Disneyland to see if they would let him in, Disney World, whatever, and they let him in. He just wants to push the limit as much as he can. I can't stand this dude. He drives me nuts. What is this? Oh. Okay. I'm not scared of any of you. Actually, I'm going to take that back. I guess you can say transphobe, because you guys are just shooting people and killing people a lot. So I'm scared of being killed. So yeah, in that way, I'm a transphobe. Yeah, yeah. Psychotic people. And we go from one asshole to the next. Listen to this. Listen to this. It's way less than that. This dude needs to be in prison or worse. Honestly, I don't know if you've heard about the hantavirus. It was just contained on I think a cruise ship. It's now left that cruise ship and it's reached land. COVID was what, 1.5% survivability or whatever it was. This hantavirus, 40%. So if you get this new virus that COVID was preparing us for, 40% chance that it will end you. And this I thought was hilarious. I love that he's doing this. Changing ICE to NICE, the National Immigration Customs Enforcement Agency. They're just nice agents. Trump is the king troll. You know, all these no kings protests. He is the king. He's the king of trolling. That's for sure. This one. Spit it out. Hello? I say the same to you. Did he have a glitch in there? Like, or does he not speak English so much that he couldn't figure out what to say? Of course you don't want ICE. Yeah, because, of course you don't want NICE. Because they're going to deport you because he's probably illegal. What is this one? I didn't even watch this one. To answer what this post says, yeah, they do have mental breakdowns every single day. They wake up with a mental breakdown. Oh my God. These people are insane. I've never freaked out about anything like this. Of course, it's Israel. Everything's Israel. Wow. Yo, she needs to either take her meds or stop taking her meds. One of the two. This level of rage and insanity is not normal. I don't care what you're upset about. This is mental illness. Wow. Uh-huh. All right, I can't with this one anymore. I bet her neighbors love her. At least one of them, yes, and you don't know why. It's not like this has been an active week for the president. Barely anything going on. Coming out of a frightfully eventful weekend. We needed a break. They never allow themselves to have one. It's a constant feeling of being unsafe. Liberal women are only good for one thing, laying on their back and, whoa, all right, all right. Trouble is, there aren't many good men who want to take advantage of that. Take advantage of that? Did we watch the same video? All right. I don't know what else we got here. I don't know if I can show that. Let's see. This is totally random. I have no idea what I'm about to scroll onto here, so let's see. What do we got here? Wow. Wow. Yeah. I got nothing more to say about that one. Do I even dare to ask for your thoughts? What is this stupid shit? You know? Wow. All right. Keep on going. Is Greta Thunberg a communist or a retard? Well, it's the same thing. All right, let me get one more good video in here and we'll see. We'll end the show. And they just keep going. There was just another shooting at the White House yesterday. But the right is violent, right? The right's violent. All right, well, this is my first episode, and it's pretty all over the place, I know. But if you enjoyed what you watched, like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, and we'll see you on the next one.